For step 1611, we will learn how to use SmarArt graphics. So now that you know how to create text boxes and use the drawing tools, now you will learn how to create an organizational chart. Let's go ahead and get started. You need to start in a blank new document. And let's go back to our Insert tab. And in our illustration group, you want to find SmarArt. Notice you get a dialog box that allows you to choose a SmarArt graphics. So let's click on right here. The first option is all, so you can get all of the SmarArt graphics. Or if you know what type of SmarArt you want, for example, if you want to show a cycle, then click on Cycle SmarArt graphics. So let's go to cycle and notice you get several different diagrams that appear. So let's click on the first diagram, which is your basic cycle, and notice I got my screen tip that tells me what type of diagram this is. So you can double click and notice that it inserts that same SmarArt into your document. Okay, so notice we have placeholders within our shapes that say text, which is exactly for us to click and add text. So click in your box and let's type ask a question. Now notice as you type your words, it adjusts the lettering size, your font size, based on the size of the circle. In the next box of your cycle, type form a hypothesis. You guys know where I'm going with this. In the next box, design and conduct an experiment. In the next box, analyze the results. In the next box, draw a conclusion. Alright, look familiar? So this would be perfect if you were doing a science experiment and you needed to insert a professional diagram in your paper. How awesome is that, and how easy was it for us to create this cycle? Okay, let's say for example, let's go ahead and save the document first. File, save as, in your lesson 16 folder. Let's see, I have to find mine. And name it process. Okay, so notice we finished creating our cycle diagram, but then you realize that the content you entered describes a process and not a cycle. So you decide, I think I want to change it. If you move your mouse within your diagram and right click, when you right click, it brings up a shortcut menu and you can select change layout. So notice it brings you back to your choose a smart graphic dialog box. This time we want to select a process and find under process, we want to find a continuous block process. Get those screen tips. Okay, here it is, continuous block process. Now notice this only has 3 placeholders, but double click, and what happened when you double click? It actually included the number of placeholders that you needed for your text, which is 5. So that is awesome that It adjusts based on what you need. Let's see. So the next thing we'll do is change our colors. Make sure that you have your SmarArt selected because we have our SmarArt Tools tab. And when we click out of our SmarArt Tools tab, it disappears. So when you're trying to format your SmarArt and you don't see your format tabs, make sure you're clicked in your tab. Alright, so we're going to change the color. So to do so, we need to go to Design. And you see a Change Colors button. Drop down on that button and you see different accent colors. Just pick one. I'm going to pick the multicolor one, the colorful accent color. And notice that it updates my colors. So with your diagram still selected, let's go to our format and select your text wrapping button, and we want to select square. Now what happens is when you select square, it allows you to move your graphics anywhere within your document. So let's get our move handle by clicking on the outline of your smart shape, and let's move it down to the middle of our document and position your insertion point at the top, enter down, and center, and insert your title, Scientific Process. Select your title, just your title, not your SmarArt. There we go. And change your font size to 18 and bold. You can change the color, do whatever you want to format your title, and just kind of move your SmarArt up close. Now, doesn't that look professional? That looks so much more nicer than simply listing the scientific process in your document. And if you needed to get rid of one, you can simply click and delete, and now we have 4. If you needed to add one, you can add as many as you needed to add to format your SmarArt. Alright, lots of useful tools, guys. Go ahead and save your updates, and I'll see you on the next step.